gonna show you the comfy couch. And yeah, it's comfy. Why? Because it has a special kind of cushioning and design that is structured like our other two couches, but it's a little extra comfy. As you can see when I sit down, there's a nice amount of give, and this is brand new, mind you. One thing I really love about this that I want to point out is the cushioning on the arm. So there's a layer of padding inside here and here. So even though it is a squared off arm, it's something you can rest your head on and sleep on comfortably if you wanted to. Nobody likes like having a piece of wood just jut into their side or into their head or neck if they're trying to lie down. So that's one thing I love about this. The Comfy style has these chunkier arms that are 6 inches in width. These are a signature design feature, very, very popular these days and very trendy, this sort of more boxy design. What's cool about this is that it marries boxy and round in a very, very unique way that I actually personally really like. If you get really low, we can see here that it's basically floating off of the ground. That's because it has 1-inch recessed legs that are a little bit back there. So you don't see the legs, you just kind of get the impression that the sofa is floating off of the ground a little bit. And that's something that's kind of hard to achieve in manufacture. Here I'll point out that this is called the deck of the sofa, and this is actually a little bit taller than usual proportionally, and that's just a design feature that I think is really nice and gives this sofa a very unique look. This is a fabric that is a performance velvet. Now, performance velvets are some of the hottest fabrics on the market right now. Why? Because they're soft, plush, and cozy, and also they're the most cleanable fabrics out there. It's not like velvet used to be back in the 1970s and 80s, maybe when our parents were buying couches. This velvet is actually so cleanable that you could spill almost anything on it and clean it off with a damp cloth. Bring it to the dry cleaners or maybe even throw it in the washing machine on a very gentle cycle and do not dry it. But this fabric can pretty much be put through the ringer with families, pets, crazy kids, you name it. So let's dive into the actual material. The cushioning is filled with something called Trillium. Now, Trillium is basically like a faux down material where inside here there is a foam core block, which is a special kind of foam that is meant to mimic down. So there's no feathers, there's no geese were harmed in the making of this. It's all a manufactured material with a foam core block for structure in between. And you see, by the way, on the backings of this is a super thick, very rich backing. Sometimes you see them, they're almost like burlap or very thin. These backings are really, really thick. One thing about having foam core cushions is their structure. This, you can see, fits really nicely. Now, these cushions have a little bit of a wrinkled kind of look. That kind of translates to this more cozy or comfy style that we're trying to achieve with this. But you'll notice that they still do have a good amount of structure. So these were tailored in a way to keep it, as you see, there's seams here. It's not just a round bulbous cushion. It's structured and tailored in a way that gives it a very specific look. So it's kind of marrying this comfy style with this classic design. And that's something that's really, really important. The back cushions are filled with a fiber fill foam, something fairly standard, but it's very, very soft. We want to keep it very cozy and light. I think that's a big thing. And now finally, I'm going to lay down on it just to show you the scale and size of this piece. There's plenty of room for me, a 5'11", almost 6 foot man, to lie down. You see, I kind of fit perfectly. Move down here and I can see I fit very comfortably. I really like this sofa. I'm very, very excited about this one. I think it might be our most popular one. Calling it now.